Was I clear? Am I making sense? Did they even get it? If you said any of those things about your content or your sales calls, this episode is for you. You have a gift, a purpose, or something you genuinely want to give. And as a heart led entrepreneur, sometimes sales can feel icky. Well, today I'm going to be talking about the mind shift and the message shift that needs to happen so that sales can feel easy. Welcome to the Brand Bridge, the podcast for growth ready women entrepreneurs who are at a crossroads, but now you are ready to get clear on your message, own your identity, and build structure so that you can create a compromise free personal brand. My name is Melissa, and today we are going to be talking about the ick. We are going to be talking about the awkward. We are going to be talking about how it feels when you're on a sales call and it's just going wrong. So this is definitely something that I can relate to, and it happens for many different reasons. Let me know if this sounds familiar. Like you are over explaining, you are rambling, you are talking too much. And then by the end of it, the potential client's just like, yeah, maybe not today. I have to ask so and so. So this happens for so many of us, especially as heart-led entrepreneurs, because what we do, we feel is a gift. We feel like it's a calling. It's sometimes hard to sell that, right? Not because we don't want to sell. It's not that we don't want to sell, but it's just sometimes when it's something that touches our heart, we just feel weird selling. So today I want to talk about the shifts to kind of overcome those things when you're even in your content or when you're having sales conversations. So definitely the first thing is always, 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 it's always about who are you selling to and what is the outcome they are expecting. So even before they get on a sales call, hopefully they've seen content, they've seen your website, they've seen something that is already telling them the outcome about what they can expect working with you, who you are, and what is your perspective. So, too many times people get bad advice about you need to target this audience, like people telling you who you should be targeting. You need to target rich people and solve rich people's problems. You need to target this audience or that audience. And that makes selling even more difficult because now you're talking to an audience that you're not connected with at all. And so you're just assuming and guessing, well, I think they would need this or would need that. So that when you're having that sales conversation or you're trying to make content, now you don't feel aligned. It feels disconnected because you're just essentially you're just guessing, right? You don't actually know. What you carry, your experience, your story, your perspective, your point of view, all of these things have equipped you for a certain group of people. There's a person out there right now who's Googling, ChatGPTing, Claude, using Gemini, whatever, any AI, and trying to look for a solution. And when you aren't putting the right message out there, those people who would normally work with you can't find you. So the first thing you have to do is understand, who am I? What is my identity? What is my story? What is my experience? Because that is equipping me with the answers and the tools and the resources I need to help my ideal clients. Not who I think I should be helping, not who, I think I want to help, but who is it actually for? And when you can really dial into that and dive into that, the clarity that comes and the ease that comes with conversations is like night and day, because you're not going to be guessing. You're not going to be overthinking. You're going to know in your heart, and you're going to know by the reactions that you're getting that and just the way that you feel, you're going to feel aligned. And when you feel aligned, that happens. Just you end up being going straight, going forward, and on the right path. I said at the beginning of this episode, I speak to women who are at a crossroads who are like, okay, do I go left or do I go right? But it's about making that decision of this is who I'm here to help. And I need to talk to these people and not worrying about, do they have the money for this? Do they have the money for that? Maybe we start adding a whole bunch of stuff on to make it more valuable. What you carry is enough. And the right person is going to pay for that experience and for that solution and for that offer. Sometimes we feel like, oh, I need to add more in my offer because, just to bulk it up because maybe like, maybe this price is too high. So I need to add more stuff to make it seem like it's more valuable. But then you're diluting what you're actually bringing to the table. And so that's the first thing. You need to understand, who is this for? And what is the outcome? What are they actually, like I said, Googling or putting in ChatGPT? And they're not looking for that. They're not looking for Google and ChatGPT to be their end all and be all and end all. They are looking for a solution that actually works. And because you are a human being who knows what it is to feel and to cry and to not be seen, not be heard, when you start speaking to this person in her language and she's like, wow, she actually gets me. She's been there. She's gone through it. That shift in them and that shift in you is so powerful and so great. And it's the beginning of making sales easier. So that's the first step. Who is it for? And what is the outcome? Not the deliverables, not what they actually physically get, or it's going to be one-on-one calls and it's going to be this and that. People don't actually care about that until they care about it. They want to know, why do I need to work with you? What can I expect as the outcome of working with you? So that is the first focus. The second thing that you need to consider is, this is a mind shift. This is about boldness. This is about being a decision maker. And when you're heart led, sometimes it feels like the business side of stuff can be very like cold and very dry. And so you are allowed to be heart led and you are allowed to be a business owner as well and make money. And it's okay. As a matter of fact, when you make more money, guess what? You can help more people. And so this is something that I personally had to go through. I grew up with the mindset of, money is like, oh, it's going to change me and it's the root of all evil, and just money mindset issues that blocked me from making money or even thinking it was okay to make money. So if you have any of those wounds or those thoughts, we have to break through those first. You have to understand that it's not the money that is going to ruin you or ruin your heart or anything like that. It's just the thought that the money is going to change your heart, or that somehow it feels wrong to charge people for the very gift that you have. And that is a hard thing to do too, because it's like, well, I want to give, I would do this for free, kind of all of these things. But it's okay to charge for helping someone. And it's so hard to sometimes even say that, but it is okay. And it's part of being in business. I mean, you don't have a business unless you make money. So to help people, we need to understand and we need to have that mindset shift of, I'm a business owner. Yes, I have heart. Yes, I love people. yes, I want my business, and this is what I believe for my business, that my business is the vehicle and the container that holds the solution and the love that I have to give to my clients. You can think all of that, and you can also make money. So we have to have that mindset shift of it's okay, and I am a business owner, and I am a decision maker. And a decision maker has to make certain decisions that sometimes aren't easy. Sometimes they're not hard. Sometimes we're not used to it, but it's okay. So these two things, these two shifts have to happen. One is a mind shift of I'm a business owner, it's okay to make money, and strategize on how you can do that and how it can be consistent. And then the second thing is about the message. Who is it for and what is the outcome? And when we can get these kind of processes together, then that makes these sales conversations easy, because people are already going to be coming to you knowing, okay, this is a solution and this is what I need. And this is what can happen. And this is what's happening with my sales calls. People are coming in and they've already essentially sold themselves because they know this is the outcome that I want, and Mel's going to help me get it. So then it's just a matter of a few details. Another thing just to keep in mind in your sales calls is you should be speaking the least. You should not be talking very much. Only maybe to ask a few clarifying questions, and then that is it. You are just there to understand a bit more about their business and what their needs are, and can you help them, yes or no. This is the structure of how your sales call should go. What's your business? Tell me more. What you've been struggling with. Or if it's like a personal, if you're a coach and you deal with people, you want to understand a little bit more about their life and what they're dealing with, and then what outcome are they expecting, and then you answer yes or no. Not literally yes or no, but just in so many words to have them understand that yes, I can help you with this challenge and with this problem. And so if you find that in your sales calls you talk a lot because you're like, well, I have this and I have that and I have this container and I have this package and I have, then pump the brakes. Step one, who is this for? What's the outcome? And am I showing up as a decision maker and putting my solution out there? So key is to show up not only as a decision maker, yes, but show up online so that people can find you, or in different networking events or different spaces, people need to find you. You should not, what I like to say, block someone's blessing by not showing up or just thinking, oh, they'll just find me. No, you have to put yourself as they're out there too and show up for these people who are looking for you. So I hope that this was helpful. If you're feeling like, I feel like there's something missing in my brand, I'm not quite sure what it is, then go to the description. I have a free brand clarity assessment. It's a short quiz, and it'll tell you the exact next step that you should be taking in your business to get clearer to your message and to those ideal clients that you want to serve. So I'll end it with what I always say, which is I hope that you live with heart, lead with purpose, and do both compromise free. Until next time, bye.